The day the world went silent. In the year 2045, humanity had reached a pinnacle of technological integration. The internet was not just a tool, it was the backbone of society, seamlessly connecting everything from homes to hospitals, businesses to governments. People relied on it for communication, entertainment, and even basic necessities. It was hard to imagine life without it, until one fateful day, the unimaginable happened. It started as an ordinary morning. The sun rose over bustling cities and serene countryside, and people went about their daily routines. But as the clock struck 8 a.m. GMT, a peculiar phenomenon occurred. All over the world, screens went dark, devices froze, and an eerie silence settled over the digital landscape. The internet had vanished. At first, many thought it was a temporary glitch. The servers must be down, they said, but as minutes stretched into hours, a chilling realization set in. This was no mere outage. The world had plunged into a global internet blackout, and no one knew why. In New York, people poured into the streets, bewildered and disconnected from their digital lifelines. Offices fell silent as employees stared at blank monitors. In Tokyo, the normally bustling Shibuya crossing was eerily calm, with people staring at their unresponsive smartphones. In rural villages in Africa, farmers noticed the absence of their usual weather updates and market prices. The blackout affected everyone, from the richest CEO to the poorest farmer. Panic spread as news stations, unable to broadcast, resorted to old-fashioned radio transmissions. Governments scrambled to understand the cause, while scientists and engineers worked around the clock to find a solution. But without the internet, the world's knowledge felt locked behind a door with no key. In the following days, life began to shift. Without online communication, people turned to face-to-face interactions. Neighbors who had never spoken began sharing information and resources. Communities formed makeshift bulletin boards, posting news and messages. Families played board games by candlelight, rediscovering the art of conversation. Businesses had to adapt quickly. Some reverted to cash transactions, while others found creative ways to continue their services offline. The absence of digital distractions brought an unexpected clarity. People started reading books, taking long walks, and engaging in hobbies they had long forgotten. Despite the challenges, a sense of unity emerged. The outage reminded everyone of the importance of human connection, something that had been overshadowed by screens and digital interfaces. In the midst of uncertainty, people learned to rely on each other. As days turned into weeks, experts around the globe worked tirelessly to understand the nature of the outage. It was eventually discovered that a rare cosmic event, a massive solar flare, had permanently damaged the Earth's network of satellites and communication infrastructure. The extent of the damage was so severe that it became clear the internet, as it had been known, would not return. This revelation sent shockwaves through the world. For a time, there was despair and disbelief. The modern age had suddenly and irrevocably ended. The conveniences and comforts of digital life were gone, and the global economy faced unprecedented challenges. But as the dust settled, a remarkable transformation began. Without the internet, people turned back to older technologies and simpler ways of life. The revival of local businesses, print media, and traditional forms of communication became the new norm. Libraries became bustling hubs of knowledge and activity, and radio once again became a primary source of news and entertainment. Handwritten letters made a nostalgic return, carrying messages across continents. Communities grew stronger and more self-reliant. People learned to grow their own food, repair their own possessions, and support local craftsmen and artisans. Education shifted back to more traditional methods, with a focus on hands-on learning, and interpersonal skills. The pace of life slowed on, and with it came a sense of mindfulness and presence that many had forgotten. The world's priorities shifted. Without the constant barrage of online distractions, people spent more time outdoors, appreciating nature and the world around them. There was a renewed focus on arts, culture, and personal relationships. The absence of global digital communication fostered a greater appreciation for local culture and traditions, as well as a deeper connection to one's immediate surroundings. Decades passed, and the world adapted to this new reality. A generation grew up never knowing the internet, forging a different path shaped by a more tangible, tactile world. The global community became more fragmented, yet more connected in a different way, through shared experiences and stories passed down orally and in print. The loss of the internet was a profound shift, but it also brought unexpected gifts. The world learned to live more sustainably, to value quality over quantity, and to cherish the simple pleasures of life. In the end, the day the world went silent became a new beginning, a time when humanity rediscovered itself and found meaning in the real, the present, and the unmediated.